So I'll just hand over, if that's okay, to you, Duncan. I've seen you on the call somewhere. If you wouldn't mind just commenting a little bit further on what your lovely pupils have just said in those short clips.
Absolutely, and sort of build on what Jill was saying. It's so nice to see so many different pupils active in this, and we've got all our pressures of the curriculum that you've got to get in, but having cross-curricular giving us so many different ways to keep our children active in all of the subjects, and SPAG's a key one there, because it can be a little bit dry doing the grammar side of things, and seeing them enjoy it so much. And then that independence that they were talking about, we're very blessed with our grounds, that there's a lot of space for them to go around, and through something I'll talk about in a moment, we've got to a point where the pupils can be trusted to go off on quite a wide expanse. They know what they're doing, they're going to do the activities, and they come back, and that independence, they feel great. They get a great sense of satisfaction from that, and that stems all the way through school. And that's really come from, we've always wanted to do orienteering. We've done it for a while at school, but it wasn't great. Like Jill was saying, it's usually just 1 year group with somebody who's interested. We got in touch with Cross-Curricular, and with the mapping that was set up, that was absolutely brilliant. That was a perfect first step. And then we were very keen to make sure our curriculum was progressive, specifically the orienteering curriculum, all the way through school, to make sure that when they got to year 5 and 6, the skills that they had there were sort of very robust and strong and suitable for outdoor activities. So that means that by the time they get to me, I know that they can do all aspects of the orienteering, and when we go to different sites on our trips, we can still use those orienteering skills wherever we are. Just moving on my side there. What's also been incredibly useful is, again, as Jill was saying, you've got your teachers and they've been trained, but we have so many different aspects that we get pulled in each direction. Having regular contact with Cross-Curricular just helps refresh all of our staff, and the resources and videos that we've got for each different aspect of orienteering, and then the cross-curricular lessons, has been really, really helpful. I think that's one of the biggest things that's allowed our school to carry on doing orienteering weekly and throughout the entire school. We're not just sort of sitting back on that, though. Our next steps, really, but we know we're doing some enjoyable things at school with the orienteering and the cross-curricular learning, the active learning. But now we know it's about trying to link up with some of our local clubs. We might even be on here. And it's been brilliant to sort of talk about these ideas with Cross-Curricular, and we've been starting to signpost the pupils, but I suppose that's our next step, really, is looking at how to get more engaged with our local clubs. And I find it one of the really sort of reassuring aspects is that we've got Cross-Curricular there to help us make that next step, which is where we sort of want to take ourselves. So that's it in a nutshell, really. It's just great to have the support of professionals like yourselves to make sure we're going in the right sort of direction.